Hey, I want you to cover the camera when we start, because I have to switch scenes.
Wait, Todd, so look at what I have planned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Okay.
Where'd the horn go?
Okay, you have to, yes. Okay, I'm gonna switch, and you're gonna start. Okay, cover the camera,
Wait.
Ready?
Wait, what do I do?
Oh no, where's Mr. Harney?
Where'd the horn
Yo,
go?
where's Mr. Harney? Grab this.
Hello!
Wait!
Hello, kids! Hi!
Oh my gosh, it's Mr. Harney! Oh my gosh. We're so glad to have you here, Mr. Harney. You can, no. You can move this to the edge here.
Looks like the Wendy's.
You can move to the edge here. You go here.
There's a kid
Okay.
at the door. There's a kid asking about
Yo.
his exams at the door.
Give us one moment,
Yeah.
guys. We just have to adjust the camera. Yeah, because our cameraman doesn't know how to, like, do this.
Oh no. It's
You
bad.
know?
And we're live.
We're live? Doesn't seem like it.
There we go. Okay, that's good. How do I lock this?
Twist.
Move your seat.
Like that.
Stupid ass tripod.
Joe,
is this?
you're gonna be my cameraman. Just be a cameraman.
I got this.
You're gonna just hold the camera. That is not, just hold the camera.
Put it in the middle.
I pause it. That's fine.
How far behind am I?
Is the audio coming through the computer or the phone? Oh my god.
It's coming from the microphone. So our microphone is here with the laptop.
And we're live.
Let me check. Is this just me or am I lagging? Oh no, okay. Yeah. This is generally just me.
Nice. Bring this down.
Are we lagging, guys?
That's a good angle. Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Is there
Okay.
is there a delay
Perfect.
on this?
So
Nathan, are you actually going to speak this time?
guys, can y'all check for me?
Chat, we're gonna need some assistance. Chat, if you know the Wi-Fi password.
We got Ethan. We have a few viewers. We have 11 viewers. I love that, guys. So
And 4 live.
yeah, we have Bradley, Pickled, Crystal, 74, A708, Ethan, which actually, he's our cameraman. If you want to, wave to the camera, perfect.
Hi, guys.
Appreciate that. So, now, Mr. Harney, we're so glad to have you.
Thank
Very,
you.
very happy.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Do you want to just tell a little bit about yourself, who you are?
I'm a math teacher.
You should look at the camera.
Yeah.
The camera's over there. Yeah.
I was born in Canada, and then I moved to New York when I was like 2 for, more opportunities as a 2-year-old. And then I moved back to Canada when I was like 17, and then I moved to Georgia, and then I moved to Florida, and now I'm here.
Wow. And what subject do you
It's
teach?
all been leading towards the IB podcast.
Yeah, this has been planned for so long. But
I'm
what
gonna put
subject?
this on my resume. What?
You can put it in your
Yeah.
resume. What subject do you teach?
Math.
Math.
Algebra.
Okay.
And geometry and pre-calc.
And pre-calc.
HL stuff.
HO. Well, we'll get to that
Yeah.
in a
Sorry.
little bit. Yeah, very glad to have you. I think what we need to do. Can you move out a little bit so then Jack is not like bundled here? Yeah, you're still on the camera. They can still see you.
Okay.
Hey guys.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that is way better. So, how long have you been teaching here?
Here, like.
No,
two
no.
years?
In general, and here in a long
In
time.
general, like 8-9 years.
8-9 years.
It's like 1 year of student teaching and then 8 years
You
of
can
like.
ask questions. Yeah.
So what's the difference between like traditional teaching and IB?
Basically the block schedule.
The block schedule.
Also, you guys are like you kind of more motivated to do like math. Most people don't really want to do math.
Yeah, I can sort of agree to that. I want to say, well, I don't have you. I have middle math,
Yeah.
which we'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But I feel like
But
everyone.
that's still more than you need to do. Like you're
Yeah.
doing extra.
Yeah, but I feel like everyone's kind of dialed in. Everyone knows, like, they have to get their work in, classwork, homework, or else they're gonna be behind.
Yeah, after
right?
a couple years, you get used to like the routine. I think.
Yeah, I think here the good thing we have 2 low level math.
Yeah.
I'm in middle math, and then we have Nathan with
Right.
HO math, and actually you're with Mr. Harney, right? So do you want to talk
Yeah.
about that?
Yeah, so I have Mr. Harney. I actually have him 2 blocks or half the day.
He's never talked to me about it.
Oh wow! Okay, we're
This is the first time I've heard him
clip
talk.
that. Clip that. Clip that.
So yeah, So we actually just got done with our midterm,
Yeah.
which we had to rush through because we had to get like
wow.
a little
Yeah,
over
that's
7
tough.
units done, which is
Yeah.
like more than half of it because there's only 10. So then now we're gonna start focusing on like the last 2 units and the bit of 8 that we didn't cover.
Yeah.
What units
Uh,
exactly? Is it like just actual HL math or?
Yeah, so the next 2 units are gonna be just BC math. Like it's not gonna be AB.
Calc.
It's not gonna be AB Calc stuff.
I can never see myself doing that.
Nope.
You're doing it
No.
next year,
Yeah.
basically.
Mhm.
You're doing basically the same stuff next year.
Yeah? Well, right now, I want to say the last thing I learned was end behaviors
Mm-hmm.
in middle math. What about you?
Summation, right?
Yeah, and then like the finance app
Yeah,
and the
finances.
calculator.
I hate
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Oh, you hate that?
I never understood. It's like you put in 20 and then it says like a negative number and you're
Yeah.
You know
supposed
what,
to
I
understand
have-
what that means.
I have an interesting question here. With a TI-84, right?
Yeah.
You use this a lot.
Yeah.
What is your favorite feature of the TI-84?
That's a good question.
You know, since
Um,
because you hated the finance app, so there has to be something
Yeah.
that you're interested on.
I like that you can kind of cheat and put in like X. So like, I don't want to start listing questions that are on the midterm.
I mean,
but,
you
like-
you can write some stuff in the board if you want to.
Yeah.
You might want to demonstrate a math question for
Yeah.
us later in the episode, but we'll get to that
I
later.
really am not prepared.
Well, don't worry. We'll get to it. Honestly, in my opinion, this is a lifesaver.
Mm-hmm.
I did my midterm recently, and I want to say you could plug in
Pretty much
15
everything.
questions
Yeah.
there, which that's something you have to learn how to use, but also how to use how to actually use your brain. Because you want to explain paper 1 and paper 2 to us? Yeah. Well, exactly. What is paper 1 and paper 2?
Who wants to explain that? Yes, you.
Our cameraman.
No, I was joking about that.
Oh, you're joking? Okay.
I think paper one of them's no calculator. I feel like.
Yeah, it's no calc and calculator, but I think.
But I'm not sure the actual difference in the type of questions. I think paper two is maybe a little bit more.
Yeah,
longer
paper
questions,
2 tends to be around like 6.
as opposed to like a really short, just.
Yeah, it's like up to like 6 to 15 marks because those questions are supposed to be like A, B, C, D, E, F, G type of stuff, while question ones are more straightforward, 3
Yeah.
and 4 marks.
Yeah, and they put like different topics together in paper two. I feel like it's like about complex numbers and then it's about geometry for no reason.
Yeah. No.
Whereas paper one's more like one thing.
How does IB challenge you as a teacher compared to like the other programs, like traditional?
I guess you're supposed to like make more connections between like subjects. So like in traditional, I wouldn't really have to be encouraged to talk about like physics or chemistry or other stuff. But in IB, there's more like free reign to be like, okay, we're talking about history today for some reason, right?
But it still makes sense.
Hopefully.
Oh. Yeah, no.
Hopefully it's related, but that's hard because I don't know a lot about certain things like history and English and Spanish, etc.
I think math is most closely related to physics.
Right. Physics
Then-
is the easy one.
Yeah, then I might say, I don't know, what other subject would be the closest?
German, I don't know.
German? Oh, no, miss.
I do see a lot of math in chem too. Like this past unit that me and Nathan were a
Yeah.
part of, it was strictly just math. that we
Yeah.
did. So I do see those connections between the subjects.
I was just like dividing and multiplying.
I thought it was pretty difficult. Maybe just me.
No, it's like one of those things like, it's not like the math is hard per se, but it's like if you don't understand what's going on, it's hard. Like you get lost. You're just doing a bunch of random math for no reason.
Yo, Bold Z Tactics said this podcast is lit. Keep it up. I love IB.
Thank you.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much, chat. Let's see.
Mr.
Brad,
Harris's burner account.
Bartley, Jack, Finn, God, Yorn wearing that jacket today. Jack failed. Oh. We'll talk
Me or
about that.
him?
We'll talk about that later. But in general, not just like math. What has been like the most stark contrast that either makes you want to stay in IB or that like you like about IB? Like if you went back to traditional, you
Yeah.
would be like, oh man, I can't do this type of stuff.
Well, I mean, it's nice to not have like as many issues with kids that are just like not happy to be there kind of thing. But also it's a lot of work, so you guys are maybe more stressed out and like you got like a million random things to do, like CAS and EEs and like
Yeah.
it gets stressful where like you'll be in math and you have to like do an assignment for English. And
Yeah,
it's like
think ahead.
you just gotta, yeah.
Yeah, I think.
So it's kind of just an overwhelming amount of stuff if you're having a hard time.
Yeah, with something you said right there, history. Well, there's a lot of subjects that tend to get a little bit mad that we do English work.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we're there. I won't drop names or anything, but our history teacher, we've learned a lesson, right? And we won't do that again. But let's see. Obviously, there's 3 levels of math. You have low math.
Mhm.
Well, it's not exactly their name. What is low math? Like the name?
Applications
Yeah.
and interpretations.
And then middle and high have the same name.
Analysis, SL,
Analysis,
HL.
yeah. What would you say is the biggest difference between SL and HL? Like middle and middle.
It's
and
the
high.
same basic stuff. HL just covers like a little bit more deeper, right? So like it's the same topic,
Mhm.
but then the problem might just be a little bit harder or take a little bit more like a deeper understanding.
Like
like-
take for example, let's see, a geometric sequence.
Yes,
What
sure.
would HL students do with that might make it even like harder
So
or
maybe
complex?
I'm trying to think of an example, like maybe as opposed to just giving you a straightforward geometric sequence like 3, 6, 12 and find the 50th term,
Mhm.
it would be like something more abstract, like I don't know, like I have a geometric sequence that's also an arithmetic sequence. Prove that this is true about it. Or like where it's not specific numbers, it's more like letters and like abstract kind of thing.
I don't know. I don't know how I would do that. Would you know?
No.
You start writing stuff. I don't even know if that's a good example, but
No, no,
something
but-
like that where it
but I
doesn't
get
just
it, I
give
get
you. You do like a question that's like this, and then you get a question that's not really. It's not the same thing. It's the same basic skill, but
Bull said I love HO math. Lol. That's nice.
right? It's fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I
It's
couldn't.
kinda random.
I couldn't jump to that boat. I think there's. I don't know if I would call it stigma, but I feel like in sophomore year, a lot of teachers already make it very clear to you: do not take HO math. Like they don't even try to like recommend it. And I understand why they do it, right? But
Yeah.
that might disencourage like one kid or another, because I think. Let me think of an example.
It's like when you're going to Dracula's castle and the villagers are like, "No, don't go there. Stop, turn back," and you're like, "No, I will."
No, yeah, it's
basically the
it's
same
exactly
attitude.
like that.
Yeah.
You're right. I think that would
I
happen.
mean, they're right. It's like, why would you want to do that much work in high school? If I was in school, I probably would have done SL or like
Like
abs
low math?
even. Yeah.
Ooh,
'Cause it's like, why do I
actually,
want to do a bunch of extra
that's
stuff?
an interesting question.
Just go to college and do
If
it.
you were an IB with us right now, what would be
I
your,
wouldn't. I literally wouldn't be.
You would not
I'd be
an
like,
IB.
that's a lot of work. I'm gonna go hang out somewhere.
Okay, but hypothetical.
But I would have wished that I did. Like in retrospect, as an adult, the studio audience is really draining.
This cameraman is hating, bro. I don't know why. Do you want to tell your name? Matter of fact, come here. Come here. Man, this cameraman is dissing over here.
Turning into Jerry
So,
Springer.
who are you?
My name's Ethan Gonzalez. I'm a former IB student.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pipe down. Pipe down.
You know.
You can go back. Okay. Okay. Hypothetical.
Just come on, like you don't know me.
You don't know me, son. Hypothetical.
Don't me.
Hypothetical, though.
Yeah.
What would be your 3 SLs and 3 HLs
Mm.
if you were an IB? Well, one of them is English already, and then one of your SLs would be either Spanish or German.
I'd probably take Spanish.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just more practical if you live in the U.S. or Florida.
Yeah.
But German's a cool language. I just don't see how, like, if you had to pick one, it seems like a better use of your energy. You have to take HL English?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
I was never good at English. It always seemed like just like an opinion. Like, it's like, what's your opinion of this book? And you'd be like, this is my opinion. They're like, no, that's wrong. You're like, oh, you asked, you know?
We might have to talk to Miss
Like
Neal about that.
math, it seemed
See
more
if
clear
it's
how to
okay.
do good. Like if I got something wrong, I'd be like, yeah, you're right, that is wrong. Whereas English, it's like I would still feel like I was right.
Then what other, like history, SL or HL?
History, I wasn't good at either. It's a lot of remembering. Like I don't remember stuff easily, so probably SL history. Maybe HL like chemistry, physics seems hard, so probably chemistry.
Maybe dual science?
Yeah, something like that. And then math, if I had to pick
Math
one.
HL?
Yeah, if I had to do some HLs, math would be there.
Would you take econ? Like,
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know.
Well, we
'cause,
have
I mean,
art.
It seems
econ,
tough from what
It's,
I've seen.
yeah,
Or
it seems
econ
like it's a lot of
and it's like-
graphing and
Yeah.
math, or it's more interpretation rather
Yeah,
than just math.
but it
I mean,
seems like a lot of
yeah.
deep concept.
I don't take it myself, but I've heard like from my friends just like the
Yeah.
deep, especially HL.
Yeah.
There's so many just different.
Is that
Yeah.
micro or macroeconomics?
I don't
it's
know.
Just IB.
I just know
Okay.
it's it's we only have HL
Yeah.
economics
Yeah,
here.
because I've seen people working on that, and I feel like I can help them, and then I try to. I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
know what marginal utility means. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so
It's like if I go buy a movie ticket, how much money? It's like, what do you mean? I didn't lose
I
any
mean-
money. I bought a movie ticket.
I feel like economics is maybe the class that is most related to like something you will actually do in like your like college degree, right? You can do math here, but
Yeah,
maybe
especially if
the,
you're doing like business or
yeah,
something
you can
like
do
that.
math, but maybe the undergrad you do in math is like not the same. Econ is directly the same thing you can do in economics in college,
Right.
right? Now, I was gonna ask you. Obviously, you have me and Jack in,
Yeah.
our homeroom. Do you know
Yeah.
this is our CAS project?
Basically,
Do you want to
I'm alone in my
explain
homeroom.
what a CAS project is?
I think it's just like the regular cast stuff. It's just a little bit more involved. So like for your regular casting, you might be like, I'm baking cookies. But for your cast project, you might be like, I'm starting a cookie company or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
it's like just the same thing, but more planned out and like a project.
Yeah.
That's all I really know. I don't really.
Like one big point is like the whole point of a CAS project is to take initiative. Like it's not just like if you're doing an activity-based one, then you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna go run for 30 days straight and see what happens.
Right.
It's like
Yeah.
you have to either make a running club or something
Yeah.
like that where you're building something.
Impact.
Yeah, and you create a like not a global impact, but just local.
Yeah.
And just like it's
Like more planned
Yeah, it's
out.
like a whole broad thing where you can just it's a really cool thing to do, and that's why we're doing this.
How long is it supposed to take? Like a year?
This-
half a year?
Or just, I mean, as
We
long
have
as it's,
until-
like,
I think it has to be. I
October?
think it only has to be 30 hours long minimum.
yeah, 30 hours long at
1
least.
month.
Okay.
1 month
One
minimum.
month
So you're gonna do this like once a week for the next, or
Wow, we're really doing this for the love of the game, Mr. Harney.
Yeah, we're gonna
You know?
we attempt to do it at least every 2 weeks or at least every single week.
We,
Okay.
we don't want to keep our
schedule.
our millions of fans, disengaged. Oh,
I think all the fans are in the room right now.
we don't want to have a long hiatus or anything. We want to be consistent, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Who's the guest that you want?
Hey, that Ethan kid was pretty cool. They should put him back in. You wanna come back? You wanna come back? Yeah. Bulls Tech. Man, really, I don't know who this guy is, right? But yeah. Shout out to him. Shout out to him. We did our beautiful IB podcast fireplace here. It's very cozy.
Who's gonna be like your finale guest? Like the
Our
final
finale guest.
episode?
Well, we can
Miss Leo.
talk
Yeah.
about. Huh?
I feel like
Scares.
yeah.
We can talk about long-term plans here.
Yeah.
And you know what? Chad, clip this, okay? Listen, we hope to have more IB teachers here because
Yeah.
obviously math is not the only subject. There's, in general, I think it's 6 subjects.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think English is like one of, if not the most important
Yeah.
thing in
You
IB.
gotta get an English teacher.
Yeah, because they make IB very
Maybe
English.
Smithers.
Uh-huh.
Smithers would do it.
I've talked to Smithers about it. Smithers, if you
He's
want
in the chat. It's like, yes.
I hope he's in the chat, but if you want to come, it would be very, very fun. Mr. Harris would be our biggest
Yeah,
objective
the
because that not only shows impact locally. Now we're talking about like a very prominent figure. Everyone knows Mr. Harris,
Yeah.
and he knows maybe the frameworks of how IB came to be here and all that. Actually, I have an interesting question. How did you come to like be here? Because you did IB before this, right?
Yeah, when I was in Georgia,
Okay, you go away.
they didn't have a lot
You go
of.
away.
There wasn't like a lot of IB teachers, so I just like picked up the math classes because no one else wanted to do it.
Was there like a math teacher here already, or they just need an next one?
Here,
Yeah, like did someone get fired?
well, when I came here, I like applied specifically to do IB because
Gotcha.
like I came to Florida, I got a job at Robinson, the school in.
Yes,
Yeah.
But then after a month, they were like, actually, we don't have enough students, so you got to go somewhere else. So I like moved to Florida, and then I had to go to a different school for a year. And then after a year, I was like, I need to apply to other places.
So did you like start this IB program like when Alonzo started it?
No,
like the 4 years
Alonzo
ago?
started in like 2000.
No, the IB program started.
Oh, that was a
before
few
that.
years ago. No, that was I came.
He
here, like,
started
a little
when
bit
we
after
entered.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
We
This
were-
homeroom class I
We
started.
were
with.
we were your first math class, Mr. Harney.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was
rough.
green. Yeah, I'll be honest. You've gotten better at teaching.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I think with math nowadays, I think the style of like you do your notes as homework, then you do classwork for the whole entirety of the class.
Yeah, it seems
works
less
great.
chaotic than like just doing
Yeah.
random stuff.
I'll be honest. I think, I'll be in the table with Landon and some other friends. It'll be like 250. You just finish explaining, and we have 30 questions to do.
Yeah.
That kind of brought
Yeah,
down our
I like that.
morale. Oh,
It's like 3:29. You're like, oh, you guys have homework. You're like, no.
yeah. Which I think that's one of the things you try to be very like a college professor. You give actual lectures, not just like
Yeah,
supervisors.
but you gotta like compromise because like that doesn't really work
Yeah.
if you're in high school.
You've seen like the progression of the students since like freshman year. How have you like noticed our progression? Like, have we gotten better?
You've gotten a lot more like mature. Like you guys used to be crazy. Like the first year you were just like, wah, 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 like throwing things, and then you just got like slowly more and more like adults. It's interesting because I don't think you see it as much as I see it because you're like growing. It's like how you don't notice like if you and your brother are both getting taller, you don't notice it, but someone who's outside might be like, wow, that's crazy, like that kind of thing.
That's a beautiful life.
Yeah, it's a
lesson.
really rough analogy, but
No, but
really good
that's how
example.
life works.
so like from a stable perspective, I can see you guys like rapidly
Yeah,
becoming.
honestly, that's us. But how
Yeah.
about like 9th graders going in this year?
The 9th graders come in every year and they're like, oh,
Same.
and then you just have to like wait 6 months and then like they start to relax. It's like once they feel like they trust you and they just can relax and they don't feel like they have to like be extra.
Because there's
whatever
somebody
the
they're trying to
word
like
is.
challenge you.
It's like it's like you tell them to do something and they're like they get like weirdly aggressive about it. They feel like you told me to do something, now I got to tell you to do something. But then eventually they relax and they're just like, oh yeah, I should probably just do my work.
Yeah. Nathan,
But it takes like a half a year.
Nathan, do you have any questions?
Would you say the 9th graders coming in are like almost the same as like when we came in as 9th
Like the
graders?
skills.
I think
or,
it's
like-
pretty similar, yeah.
Okay.
I think COVID was weird where like there was like a 2-year gap. So I don't know what grades, like there was like 2 years that you kind of, or a
We
year.
had COVID
Fifth
5th
and-
grade.
fifth
Okay.
And then I guess we had a
So you
semi-COVID
missed
year.
5th grade things, like you would be missing fractions and like,
No, that was 4th grade.
okay, well whatever, what's 5th grade?
I don't know actually.
Not
We only missed like the end of 5th grade after
Okay.
Yeah.
after spring
Yeah.
break. I think
Yeah.
we didn't go back.
Maybe it's not as big of a deal as I think, but it's like, I feel like different years are like missing different things from whenever that happened.
Yeah, I think. Let me think.
Whether it's
9th
like not
graders.
even academic stuff, it's like social stuff, like sitting in your seat.
See,
Like
for example,
that was a big 5th
oh.
grade thing, was like sitting down and not running around.
Nowadays, today's 9th graders had a COVID year in 3rd grade.
Okay.
So I feel
so
like
what was 3rd grade? Like reading?
that was multiplication and division.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big.
So I think that COVID at the end has an impact in all of us.
I wonder.
But the earlier that happened, I feel like has a bigger impact.
Yeah.
We had it in 5th
Yeah, like if
grade.
it was in kindergarten, that's really rough because then you don't learn your basic like how to make friends type thing. Like that's the roughest.
Do you relate? Do you say that because like that happened to you or?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Now, to you, what does it mean to personally be like an IB teacher? Because it's different,
Yeah.
They call it,
How
to
is
you,
it
they'll,
different?
they'll tell you, oh, you're an IB teacher,
Yeah.
not just a teacher. You're
Yeah.
IB.
I think it's similar. I don't think it's
Similar?
like a completely different thing. Like it's the main difference I think is you're supposed to connect to other stuff and not just focus on one thing. And I'm supposed to be giving you more like a holistic like
Holistic,
understanding of stuff. So like all that TOK stuff about like what's the answer? How do you know that? And is this something that we just made up or like all those like questions that are kind of unnecessary are like more encouraged.
Yeah, I
like
think-
how do you know this?
I would call it
stuff?
it's less systematic in some way.
Like
Systematic
what?
in the sense because you're not doing step 1, step 2, step 3.
Yeah,
You're trying to
less
know how you
routine.
get to each step
Yeah.
or how you even thought about that.
Yeah, I
Right?
think that makes sense.
And you talk about holistic, that's psych.
Yeah.
We're connecting all subjects
Yes.
here.
There's a gestalt.
Yeah. as we keep talking, if anyone has a question in the live audience, hey, yeah.
What's like your favorite math formula?
Favorite math formula. Oh, you can, if you want to go to the board and start demonstrating some stuff, we would love that.
Live demonstration.
I think everyone has the same favorite math formula. It's
Quadratic formula.
it's the e to the I theta one for most people.
Oh yeah, I was very familiar with that.
Huh?
There's
Wait, no, Mr. Harney, go to the board. Actually,
I actually don't.
stuff like that.
e to the I pi.
Yeah.
I've
Well,
never,
you guys know what pi is,
Yeah.
and you know what e is,
I've never seen that.
and you know what I is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this doesn't really make sense, but it at least has a bunch of things that you know.
So we just got an IB lesson.
Oh, you just.
That's not the. I don't think it's worth going into it. You need to know, like. I think the quadratic formula is probably more accessible, but like that's a cute formula. That's more just like aesthetically pleasing. What's another? I don't think it's.
Oh, can I
formula
tell
so
you?
much.
Can I tell you one of my
Yeah.
favorite formulas?
Yeah.
Mine, I'll put it here. Mine is ax equals b. Well, it's another way of,
Yeah, like exponential.
yeah, for logs.
Yeah.
I think logs are fun. Anyone else have a favorite formula?
I don't know.
I
you do.
love if
I
you do the
don't.
quadratic
Pythagore.
You know what? Let's do that. Let's derive the quadratic. Yeah, let's do that.
Do you want to demonstrate?
Yeah.
What do you want to demonstrate?
Let's
Over
derive
two.
the
My favorite.
quadratic formula.
Okay. Yo, can we move?
square root.
Mr. Harney is gonna. What are you gonna do?
Do you guys want to do the quadratic formula or the
Yeah.
Pythagorean theorem?
Oh,
Quadratic.
Do anything.
Okay, so the quadratic formula,
Do it.
you guys know how
Teachers and
to.
students,
Oh, wait, sorry,
please
guys.
pardon this interruption. Again, one final time, I do want to wish everyone a very
that's
happy
okay, Mr.
holiday
Harris.
season, a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and
Happy
make sure that over these next 2 weeks that
Okay,
you
but we're not done. We have to show more math stuff.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Do you guys know how
Actually-
to complete the square?
So,
I forget how.
You add.
What's a good number to add right here? I want to make it a perfect square.
Bye.
So I'm gonna plus 9, and I'm gonna plus 9. And the reason I plus 9 is because now it's exactly a square.
Yeah.
And since it's a square, I can square root it.
Shiley?
No.
okay,
We need.
Mr. Harney, I remember.
So
You
that's
did
a
a-
way to solve quadratics that works all the time, whether it's I or irrational. If you do the same procedure with A, B, and C, you get the quadratic formula.
Nathan, did you know that?
Yeah.
Mr. Harney, I think
Yeah.
something that you did at last year in math that was very cool
Yeah.
was you use the triangles to like show the Pythagorean theorem.
Yes, that's
Can
the
you do
other
that?
proof that's fun. Let's finish
You
this
should
one.
do that.
So what should I do to get rid of the A?
Divide by A.
So you divide by A, you get this. And now we're gonna do the exact same thing we did with the numbers, where we cut this in half. So just like how we cut the 6 in half and then squared it, we're gonna cut this in half. What's half of B over A? Half as big.
B over 2A.
Negative to the power negative.
B over 2A.
What?
Because if I make the denominator twice
Yeah,
as,
yeah, yeah.
so I want this to be B over 2A, and then if I want it to be that, what do I need to add here? What's the like square that I need, like what's the thing that's gonna complete the square?
Where's YouTube?
B squared over 4A squared.
B squared over 4A squared, exactly. So B squared over 4A squared, B squared over 4A squared, and we're basically completing the square in general. So we're gonna times this by 4A
Wow.
to make it the same denominator. Do you see the quadratic formula?
Oh yeah. Hold up.
Okay.
That's a
Square
discriminant.
root, yeah. So now we're gonna square root.
Wow.
We get plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac. What's the square root of 4a squared?
2A.
And then we just minus this.
No way.
So
No freaking way.
that's the quadratic formula. That's where it comes from.
Wow. That's
So
amazing.
the question of like, well, why would I learn how to complete the square? I know the quadratic formula. That's a fair question, except you kind of need to complete the square to get the quadratic formula in the first place. But once someone figures it out, you can just use it.
Okay, gotcha.
The Pythagorean theorem one's nice too, but that's more geometry and like similar triangles. It is nice, like that's what I'm saying. It's not the formula that's beautiful, it's the argument, yeah. Like someone just telling you something isn't beautiful, but the thought behind it is sometimes. You're like, oh, I wish I could think more like that.
Now, could you do can you do the triangle? I think
Yeah,
that was
sure.
super cool.
Okay.
You know, shows that Ivy side of like, how do we think about this? You know?
Okay, so you're trying to prove that for a right triangle, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right?
Yeah.
Which you've already heard a million times. It's one of those things where like you hear it so many times you feel like you understand it better than you do just because you've heard it a bunch. But it's like, how do you actually, where would that even come from? Where would a squared possibly come from? From the basic things you know. I know the angles add up to 180. So you draw the altitude, meaning I'm going to draw perpendicular. Do you guys have any conjectures about what these triangles are? You think they're congruent? Are they the same? They're not congruent, they're not the same, but they are similar, meaning the same angles.
This is the Ivy way, right?
This
This
is
is the Ivy way.
So, I mean, this is like, instead of just remembering the formula, this is how you know the formula is true. So like, imagine this was 70 degrees. Or imagine this was 20 degrees. Well, this is 90, what would this be?
7.
Because it makes 180, right?
Yeah.
And then this would be 20, and this would be 70. So you see this triangle, and the big triangle, they all have the same 3 angles. That was just an example, but they have the same angles in general. So if they have the same angles, do you remember what you know about them? Let's draw these separately. Let's draw these 3 triangles, like, separately. So I'm going to draw the small one. This is the bigger angle. This is the smaller angle. This is the
They're telling you to move.
bigger angle.
No, not you.
This is the smaller angle. And then you can see in the big triangle, there's the same situation.
They want to see all of Mr. Harney.
So let's draw the little triangle. The little triangle has, we probably got to put some letters in here. Let's call this X.
Okay.
Then what would this be?
C minus X?
Correct, because the
Yeah,
whole thing's
I still
C.
got it.
I don't know, we can call this H or something. I don't know. Let's call it H. So here's the little triangle. We got the right angle, we got the short side, we got the long side, and we got the hypotenuse. Notice that A is the hypotenuse of this triangle, even though it's not the hypotenuse of the big triangle. Let's draw the medium triangle, the bottom one. I'm just going to draw it facing the same way. What is the hypotenuse of that one?
The C
Of this one?
We're all locked in right here.
is
There's
it B?
It's B.
This math.
And then the short side is H, and the long side is C minus X. And then let's draw the overall triangle, which is A, B, C. So we've got 3 triangles that are similar. And what do you know about similar triangles?
They have the same angles.
They have the same angles, and what about the sides?
Like same
They're not the same.
value?
Do you like divide them?
Yeah, they make the same fractions. Like here's an example. If this was 3 and this was 5, maybe a similar triangle would be 6 and, so like 6 over 3 equals 10 over 5. They're not the same, but they make the same scale factor. So let's do that here. Let's try to set up some fractions. Can someone tell me some fractions I could set up that are equal? Let's do
man.
x over a, this over this equals a over,
H?
I'm looking at these 2 triangles. I'm looking at this one and this one. So I did x over a equals a over,
C.
because that's how they would match up. So x matches up with a matches up with c. Does anyone see where a squared is going to come from?
Times A.
Cross multiply,
Oh,
yeah.
my
And then let's do one with b. Let's try to make b squared pop, because we know we're you know when you do a maze and you get stuck and you kind of backtrack from the end? We know we're trying to get a squared and b squared, so let's try to make this happen with b's. So I'm trying to avoid h because I feel like I want to keep the letters down to a minimum. Let's do c minus x over b equals b over,
C.
so this over this equals this over this. I think that's all we need. So let's cross multiply these. You guys know you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's actually a thing that people don't think about enough. They just do it and they don't think about why they're allowed to do it. But you can think about that later.
So you think like, so the contrast to like, traditional students, IB students would actually want to know like the origin of like whatever they're doing?
I don't think most people want to know things in general, but I think if you want to go deeper into a geometry class, like that would be the way to do it. So the first level would just be doing a squared plus b squared equals c squared, but the deeper level might be like different ways to like know that it's true.
Gotcha.
So you cross multiply this, you get a squared equals,
XC.
you cross multiply this, make sure you distribute, you get c squared minus cx equals b squared. So what does a squared plus b squared equal? I'm adding this plus this. So it should just be
XC?
that plus that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what happens when I add those?
Just get C squared.
These just cancel out, I get c squared.
Oh no! Oh my god! Wow!
What?
Yeah,
That is-
there's other ways to prove it, and actually, if you think about A, B, and C,
Yo, look at the camera. Wow! I mean, math is just amazing. Well,
yeah, you guys ever seen this picture where they take, they like draw little squares and say this square plus this square equals this
yeah.
square?
I've seen
I
this.
actually have.
And you're like, that's fair enough, but why would that be true? Well, the thing we just did is basically that. Remember we said a squared was equal to x times c? Well, if you draw that altitude we were talking about, that altitude, that perpendicular line, you see the c squared is cut into two pieces? This is the x times c, and this is the c squared minus x times c. This piece is as big as that, and this piece is as big as that, I think.
this one.
So there's like, you can go back and forth between the algebra, and it seems like you're just doing algebra, and it's like, okay, that's great, but it doesn't mean anything. But if you think hard enough, this usually means something.
All right. Well.
So the harder you think about it, the more you actually like can understand why the algebra is doing what it
You
does.
can come back here.
So those are two nice formulas, right?
Yeah. Well, Mr. Harney, thank you so much
Yeah, thank you.
for being with us here.
You're
you know,
welcome. Thank you.
Demonstrating. You can come to the back here. Okay. Thank you so much for being with us here. If you wanted to give any tip about IB to any student in general, what would you say?
You can't be like a perfectionist. You can't try to get 100 on everything because you'll just go crazy. You got to kind of just do your best and keep it moving. But doing your best doesn't mean like not trying at all and getting a D and being like, I did my best. Like actually doing your best is kind of hard. Like,
Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's really true.
so just try to figure out why you're doing it, and that'll keep you motivated.
now.
If you're just doing it because you want to get an A because it makes you feel good inside, that'll get old eventually. But if you actually want to learn stuff, you have like opportunities to do that. You
Okay.
gotta take advantage of them before you're in college and nobody wants to help you.
Now, last question before we finish.
Mhm.
We ask this to every guest, right? What do you think about the IB podcast? What do you think about what we're doing here? What we want to promote and all?
I think it's cool actually. I think
Yeah?
it's something you can do that nobody can really like gatekeep, right?
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
just do something, and then if it's good, eventually people
Catch on.
get on board with it.
Yeah.
And no, you don't have to like convince anyone to let you. You're not like, please, Mr. Podcast, I would like to have. It's like, no, you can just do it basically for free.
Yeah,
So that's
a,
cool.
a lot of the stuff here, it just takes practice and some courage. But who's gonna do the outro this time? Nathan Luddy,
Okay.
loud and clear.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in to the IB Podcast episode 3 with our special guest, Mr. Harney.
Yo,
Thank
can
you
we
for appearing.
clap for Mr. Harney? Yeah. Oh, we hope to see you in more episodes. If we do more, I don't
Okay.
know.
Sure.
We'll see what we can talk about. But
Okay.
Yeah, so make sure you tune into the next one. Thank you for watching.
and go to YouTube. Right, we're gonna re-upload it there.
Like
If
and
you guys,
subscribe.
can't wait to see more of this, like repeat it, and comment, like, subscribe, all of that. All right, good job, guys.
For our faculty.